Hi, I'm Samantha McDouglas from thebridgeteachers.com. Come look over my shoulder at a play problem. In No Trump, we are taught that waiting to take an ace is beneficial. And I would say most of the time this is true. There are exceptions though, and as with any technique that we employ, it's important to know when it's going to serve us and when it's not going to serve us. Let's take a look at the hand. So the first thing I would like you to do is take a look at the auction. We're not going to get into the auction. It's not actually relevant here, but just in case you want to review it, here it is. Now we're going to look at the hand. So it is our left-hand opponent's lead, and on the opening lead, they're going to lead the Queen of Spades. So I want you to take a moment, look at the hand, count your winners, come up with a plan. And the only part that we're going to focus on right now is what we're going to do on the first and second tricks. But go ahead and take that moment, and then we'll talk about the first trick. So now you have your plan, you know what you're doing. What are you doing on this first trick? Are you going to wait to take the ace, or are you going to take the ace? We're going to take the ace. Why? Because by taking the ace, we can promote our 10 and our 9. So promotion will give us the chance to have 2 spade tricks instead of just 1 spade trick. So instead of stopping the suit by potentially running a defender out, which seems pretty unlikely here anyway, we're going to double stop the suit by creating a second trick. And this is going to be much more useful to us. So in this scenario where we have this chance to play the ace on the queen, that's going to be great, because after we play the ace on the queen, the cards outstanding will be the king, the jack, and the 8. And this gives us a lot of potential to create another spade trick and to defend the spades from the opponents. So there are a couple of reasons why we wouldn't wait to take the ace, and this is one of the big ones, creating that second trick. So how does creating that second trick work? Well, the first thing we do is we take the ace. And the nice thing about promotion is that when we play high cards together, cards that were kind of lower get bumped up. So when we play the ace, we're actually in a very strong position because we have the 10, the 9, and the 7. And the only cards that are outstanding that we care about are the king, the jack, and the 8. We have a reasonable expectation of the jack being in the west hand, so we should be able to create that second trick by running a finesse. That's not what I would do now. I would focus on setting up my other suits, for instance, the clubs or maybe even the hearts. I think clubs is probably your best bet. But as you lose the lead, and you probably will, if the opponent stacks spades, then they're going to create that trick for you. If East leads a spade, then your 10 and your 9 are playing fourth, and now you're guaranteed a trick. If West leads a spade, you still have the expectation that they have the jack. So what we do is, if we look at all 4 hands, the only card we're actually really super concerned about is that 8 and not losing a trick to it. Because we think the jack is in the west hand, if we play a spade or East plays a spade, or even if West plays a spade, the jack is now playing before the 10 and the 9. So if West plays the jack, we play low. And now the king can take the 10 or the 9, but the other spade will be good. If, on the other hand, West chooses to play the 8, that's fine. We will now play the 9, and actually now we're guaranteed a trick because they will play the ace, and again the jack will take the 10 or the 7, which are now equal value cards, and the other one will be good. So by playing the ace on the queen, we've promoted our 10 and we get that second spade trick, and that's way better than running a hand out of spades, which you can see we couldn't have done anyway. Remember, one of the big reasons to not wait to take an ace, to go ahead and take that ace right away, is that you can promote and create a second trick. Always be on the lookout for that. Thank you.